How did Portland Metro real estate do with rates above 7.5% this last week? Some of the numbers weren't great, others not so bad. It's time for our quick 3-minute rundown of all the stats and trends that we're seeing in Portland real estate. Let's get into the numbers. First up, let's talk about average sale prices. Both the average and the median sale prices were down a whopping 5% from the previous week. And compared to last year at this time, the average sale price was down 4.5%. That's a lot more than we've been seeing recently. Keep in mind, though, that the numbers that we're seeing right now are reflective of what was happening in our market 3 to 6 weeks ago when these homes that just sold first became parts of purchase agreements. Rates were climbing back then, but they weren't as high as they are right now. Is this a new trend? Probably not, or at least not yet. We only have one data point so far that's in this range, and this number is feeling a bit like an anomaly. So we'll see what happens next week. Is it going to be more of the same, or will we see this number bounce back? The supply of available homes for buyers to purchase rose by 1%. That's pretty normal for this time of year, but what is noteworthy is that since the spring, we have had fewer homes for buyers to purchase this year versus the same time period last year. And for the first time since the spring, those numbers have reversed again, and we actually have more homes to purchase this year than we had last year at this time. On the demand side, the number of purchase agreements that buyers and sellers entered into was down by 11%, but that is compared to last week's kind of surprisingly high number. We ended up with 487 transactions in the end, which is the lowest number we've seen in months, but that number still isn't as bad as I was expecting to see. We ended up last week with rates for the 30-year fixed mortgage at 7.625%, best case scenario. Most lenders were at 8%, if not more, and I expected to see far fewer new transactions because of these really high rates. This makes me think that our market has been whittled down to only those buyers and sellers who need to transact right now. That plus those first-time home buyers that we talked about last week, the folks who had been pretty much sidelined by our frenzy markets of the last few years and are seeing opportunity where they haven't seen opportunity for several years, and they're taking it. No real change in the number of bank-owned homes and pre-foreclosure homes that are on the active market. Last week I mentioned that we saw a slight uptick in the number of notices of default, which is that first step in the foreclosure process. Well, the notices of default were back down to those very low numbers that we've been seeing pretty much since the start of the year. Mortgage rates did recede a little bit earlier this week, dropping from 7.625 to 7.375. Again, these numbers are the best case scenario for the 30-year fixed conventional loan. However, it does look like rates might be inching back up again. For all the most important stats and trends, watch for our update next week at this time. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this report with someone who might need some insight. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.